You are not going to believe this, but 78% of American workers live paycheck to paycheck. That's right, nearly 8 out of 10 people are one emergency away from financial disaster. It's a shocking reality, isn't it? Imagine having your entire life thrown into chaos by a sudden car breakdown or a surprise medical bill. This paycheck-to-paycheck lifestyle isn't just stressful, it's a ticking time bomb. Now you might be thinking, that's just how life is, or maybe, I'm just unlucky. But let's pause for a minute. Could it be that certain money habits are digging this financial hole? Yes, in fact I will tell you the worst of them all at the end of the video. If you don't correct this, your financial freedom journey can become a nightmare. These, my friends, are often the culprits. They're the unseen traps in your financial journey. And if you're in that 78%, here are 6 money habits that might be keeping you poor. This is a money freedom dream killer, failing to pay yourself first. Picture a guy, let's call him Spendthrift Sam. Sam sees his paycheck as a green light to a spending spree. One minute he's buying a neon flamingo lamp that, let's face it, no one needs. The next he's treating himself to the newest, shiniest gadget, only to leave it collecting dust a week later. Now let's contrast Sam with frugal Fred. Fred sees his paycheck a little differently. Before he spends a dime, he sets aside a portion of his income. He's not hoarding, mind you, he's simply prioritizing his future over fleeting pleasures. See the difference? Sam's paycheck disappears faster than a plate of cookies at a kid's party, while Fred's savings grow steadily like a well-tended garden. Remember, each paycheck is a step towards your financial freedom, not just an opportunity to buy more stuff. Next we have the trap of bad debt. Picture this, Joe, a charismatic chap who loved the good life, but his fondness for shiny new things led him down a slippery slope. Credit cards became his best friends. He'd swipe left, right, and center, living well beyond his means. The interest piled up, and before he knew it, he was trapped in the debt dungeon, struggling to even make minimum payments. Now let's flip the script. Meet Sally, a savvy spender. She too had credit cards, but she knew the dangers of the debt dungeon. Rather than splurging, she used her cards wisely, paying off the balance every month. And when she needed a loan for her dream home, she ensured it was within her means to repay. The difference: knowledge, discipline, and respect for money. Remember folks, debt can be a tool, but like a chainsaw, it's dangerous if you don't know how to handle it. Third on our list, the habit of not using a budget tracking app. Now let me tell you about my buddy, Jack. Jack was a regular Joe, living his life, swiping his card without a care in the world. He thought he was doing just fine until one day, he downloaded a budget tracking app for fun. Let's just say Jack had a home alone moment, hands on cheeks, eyes wide open. He was spending more on coffee than his monthly gym membership, and his occasional online shopping was costing him a small fortune. The app was an eye-opener, a metaphorical slap to Jack's financial face. He started to use it religiously, tracking his spending, and guess what? His budgeting breakthrough came through. He cut down on unnecessary expenses, started saving more, and even had enough to invest. So folks, don't be like pre-app Jack. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your finances. Fourth, the money pit of expensive hobbies. Let's talk about our friend Ryan. Ryan had a passion for high-end photography, a hobby that kept his creativity flowing but also kept his wallet emptying. He was snapping up high-priced lenses faster than he could say cheese. One day, Ryan took a good hard look at his bank account and realized he was spending more on his hobby than his savings. That was a wake-up call. He decided to pare down his photography expenses. Instead of buying every new lens, he started renting them or borrowing from friends. He also began selling some of his stunning shots online, turning his hobby into a profitable venture. Ryan's story is a testament to the fact that it's possible to enjoy your passions without letting them drain your finances. He's now a happier man, with a healthier bank account, and yes, still a great photographer. Hobbies are important, but not more important than your financial health. Scene script. Fifth, the missed opportunity of not investing what you save. Imagine a guy, let's call him Max. Max was the king of savings, stashing away every penny he could spare. But despite his frugality, Max's bank account didn't seem to grow as much as he hoped. Then, one day, he stumbled upon the world of investments. Max started small, investing in a low-risk index fund. He was nervous, sure, but he also felt a sense of excitement he hadn't felt before. Slowly, but surely, Max started to see his savings grow. His little nest egg was no longer just sitting there, it was working for him. Max's story is not unique. Many people have discovered the magic of investing. It's not about getting rich quick or taking unnecessary risks. It's about making your money work for you instead of the other way around. Investing might seem scary, but it's one of the best ways to grow your wealth. Finally, the habit of not seeking to make more money. Let's picture a fellow named Joe. Joe was a hard worker, always clocking in and day out, But his income remained stagnant. It was like he was running on a treadmill, moving a lot but going nowhere fast. One day, Joe decided to break the cycle. He started by leveraging his skills. He was a wizard at graphic design, so he began offering freelance services on the side. It was a slow start, but soon enough, his side gigs started bringing in some decent cash. But Joe didn't stop there. He started investing in himself, learning new skills, attending seminars, and before you knew it, Joe was on the fast track to a promotion at work. His income began to rise and his financial worries began to fade. And all because Joe decided to make more money. Remember, there's always more money to be made if you're willing to look for it. So, there you have it. 6 money habits that might be keeping you poor. Let's do a quick recap, shall we? First, we talked about paying yourself first. It's like saying, hey, I worked hard for this, I deserve a piece of the pie too. Then, we moved on to avoiding bad debt. Remember, not all debts are created equal. Some are like quicksand, pulling you deeper into financial woes. We also discussed the magic of budget tracking apps. It's like having a personal financial assistant in your pocket, always keeping you on track. And let's not forget about cutting down on expensive hobbies. There's a fine line between passion and bankruptcy, my friends. Then we ventured into the world of investing your savings. Think of it as planting money seeds today for a lush, green financial forest tomorrow. And finally, we talked about making more money. Because let's face it, who doesn't want that? Start today, change these habits, and take control of your financial future. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more financial wisdom.